What's up, everyone? Just swinging by to bring you this week's Hot Fact. So as the summer months continue, we're going to see a lot more farmers markets popping up. And farmers markets are a great place to find new and fun foods that maybe we haven't tried before. And maybe even sometimes those produce or those fruits may be something we don't even know what it is. And this is where Purdue Extension can help, because they actually have a database that is a tool that anybody can use, and it's called FoodLink. FoodLink is a place where you can go on and you can search a vegetable, fruit, sometimes an herb, or some places even may have a QR code that you are going to be able to scan, and it'll take you to that fruit or produce's page. And it's going to list all kinds of information for you. It'll be stuff from the nutritional facts, maybe some recipes, how to prepare it. And it's just a way that it's really going to help you be able to break down some of those barriers to, well, I've never tried this before. But it's also going to help you just empower you and become a better cook overall. And you can find that website at extension.purdue.edu/foodlink. And I highly recommend that everybody go out there and try it. And the reason why I bring this up too is because it also will tell you the harvest season of certain produce. And specifically, one of those types of produce that I wanted to talk about today that is going to be coming into season soon with harvest is the hot pepper. So as you begin to travel to these farmers markets, I think it's important that we try different things. And one of those things where there's a lot of variety are peppers. And in the Midwest, we'll start to see peppers in the season of July to September. That's whenever they're ready to harvest. And what I think is fascinating about peppers is that the variety is huge. And with the variety comes differing levels of heat. And that's where I think it's important that as we use peppers, we also understand how hot a pepper is. And that's what this week's fact's about. Different peppers have different application, different preparation styles, but a lot of them have a different flavor profile that also includes a heat profile. And how do we measure that heat profile? If you look at labels or you research or you maybe ask the producer of the pepper, they may tell you a Scoville unit. And that's how we're able to rate the heat of a pepper, is by what its Scoville Heat Unit is. Sometimes it's shown as SHU as an acronym. And the Scoville Heat Unit is how hot the pepper is. So for instance, a green bell pepper has a Scoville Heat Unit of 0. There is no heat that will be produced or what our body will react to from this pepper. A poblano pepper has a medium heat. It's about 1,000 to 2,000 Scoville units. And then a jalapeno is about 2,000 to 8,000 Scoville units. But when I say Scoville unit, what does that really mean? It's just a number. But I think understanding how we come about a Scoville unit is whenever we really begin to understand how hot a pepper really is. So Scoville unit, Scoville scale, where does it come from? And I think if we understand where it comes from, that helps us conceptualize how hot a pepper really is. And the Scoville unit actually came from a researcher and pharmacist by the name of Wilbur Scoville. In 1912, he created the Scoville organoleptic test. And this test actually was a taste test, and it included a dilution pattern. And what would happen is that in this test, he would have a panel of 5 individuals that would do a taste test on a pepper mash. And there would be equal parts pepper mash to equal parts dilution. So he would have the panel take a test of pure pepper mash, and then he would begin to dilute it with equal parts sugar water. And at which point the panel began to test that they couldn't taste the heat of the pepper mash anymore, that was where they would stop, and that would be the Scoville unit. So, for instance, a jalapeno pepper we know is 2,000 to 8,000 Scoville units. And let's just say that we had 1 teaspoon of jalapeno pepper mash. It would take 2,000 to 8,000 teaspoons of sugar water dilution until we wouldn't be able to taste the hotness of this pepper. Now, if you take that into consideration with some of these peppers that are 100,000, 200,000, or the Carolina Reaper, which is the current world record holder of heat at 2 million plus Scoville units, that really puts it into perspective of how hot these peppers really are. And that's a pretty hot fact.